I have this 8-inch wire frame and this buffalo check mesh. It's 9 inches wide, and I'm going to start by gathering it all together, taking a zip tie and going under the crossbar and the center rail and tying it tight. Now I'm going to be counting every 4 checks, gathering my mesh, taking a zip tie, going under the center rail, and tying it down. I'm going to be worrying about my excess zip ties at the end. Again, 4 checks, pinching, scrunching it forward, taking a zip tie, going under the center rail, and tying it down. And then you want to push it forward towards the other loop. Again, zip tie, tie it down, push it forward. I'm going every 4 checks, pinching it, pushing it forward, going under the center rail, and tying it down. And I'm going to be repeating this all the way around. Again, 4 checks, pinching, pushing forward, taking a zip tie, and going underneath and tying it down. Now when I'm completely done, I'm taking some clippers and I'm clipping off all the excess zip ties. And at this point, you can't even see that they're there. Now, I found this truck cutout at the Dollar Tree, and I'm removing the jute. And starting with Higgins Lake, I'm going to paint the entire body of the truck using an art brush. We are going to have a kit available at the end of this video while supplies last. So be sure to go to chalkitupfancy.com if you're interested. And once I'm done painting the body of the truck, I'm going to go to Wise Owl Mandarina and paint the pumpkins in the back of the truck. Then I'm going to grab some black. I'm going to paint the outer part of the tire on the truck on both sides. Then I'm going to take a bowl or a plate and I'm going to mix some of the black and the Higgins Lake together and create this gray. And then I'm going to paint the inner part of the tire with this gray. And with the same color, I'm going to paint the back portion of the pickup truck. I'm going to allow all this to dry. Now I'm going to take some black and I'm going to load my brush and then dab it on a piece of like a paper towel just to make this a very dry brush. And I'm going to go around all the raised areas and around all the outline of this pickup truck. And this just gives me some interest and some dimension. And then while I still have very little bit of black, I'm going to scoop my brush across the surface of the body of the truck. And again, this just gives me some dimension. Gives it more of a vintage look. And I'm going to do the same technique on the pumpkin, going all the way around the edges with the black. Again, very dry brush. And then scooting my dry brush across the pumpkin. So now we're going to attach the truck to our buffalo plaid wreath. And I took a popsicle stick and cut it in half. And on either side of the truck, I'm going to be gluing the popsicle stick with a piece of floral wire down to the back of the pickup. This is going to give me a hanger to attach to my wreath. So laying the truck down, I'm pulling the floral wire through the wreath and attaching it to the wire frame, nice and tight, and removing any excess floral wire. Now I found this little wooden pumpkin, and I'm going to paint it with mandarina. And taking an art brush and some Wise Owl black, I'm creating these lines to give the pumpkin a little bit more interest, and then I'm going around the edge again with the black. I found this buffalo plaid ribbon that I'm folding in half, and I did the tuxedo tails and glued the pumpkin and the ribbon to the door. And here you go. You have this cute farmhouse fall pumpkin truck. If you're interested in a kit, chalkitupfancy.com. For any paint products or brushes, chalkitupfancy.com. And remember, you can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much.